Clip 331, writing ratios in the form 1 to n or n to 1. So let's start with a fairly straightforward question. So if I was to simplify 5 to 10, hopefully you should recognise that 5 goes into both. That'll be 1 to 2. So what have we done here? Well, we divided by the first number. So in order to make something into 1 to n or n to 1, all you're going to do is whatever number is there in the ratio, or there in the ratio, you're going to divide by that number. So the first one, express 4 to 6 in the form 1 to n. So you've got to make this number 1. How do you do that? Well, I'm going to divide by that number. So I'm going to divide by 4. Now, this is the only time you're allowed to have fractions as answers. If I do 4 divided by 4 I get 1, and that's what I wanted. I want 1 to n. So what would I get if I do 6 divided by 4? Well, that's the same as 6 over 4. What does 6 over 4 cancel to? 3 over 2, which is the same as 1 1/2. I'm going to ask for a fraction. So that's the same as either 1 to 3 over 2, that's what it wants as an answer, but you can also say 1 to 1.5. Make sure you read what it says it wants the answer in. Next one, express 5 to 20 in the form 1 to n. So this one, it needs to be 1. How do we do that? Divide both by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So your answer is 1 to 4. So this one does work out with whole numbers. Next one. Expressing the form 1 to n. This time I need to make this one 1. So what do I need to divide by? I've got to divide by 20 to make that 1. So I've got to do the same to both ratios, both parts of the ratio. 4 divided by 20, well, I'll write that as 4 over 20 to start with. It says give it as a decimal. Right, well, 4 over 20 is the same as 2 over 10. And you should know that is the same as 0.2. So the answer is 1 to 0.2. Next one, express 12 to 10 in the form n to 1. So this one's got to be 1. So divide by 10. Divide this one by 10. And they get 1.2 to 1. Check what it wants it as. Give n as a decimal, which we have done. Last two, express in the form n to 1. 8 to 6. So this one has to be 1. So divide by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 8 divided by 6 is 8 over 6. Now what can I cancel 8 over 6 to? Well, that goes to 4 over 3. And that will do as an answer. So that means the answer will be 4 over 3 to 1. Next one. This time 1 to n. So this one's got to be 1. So what do I do? Divide by 8. Divide this one by 8. And I get 6 over 8. And once again, if I make 6 over 8, what can I cancel it to? 3 over 4. You notice it's the reciprocal of this one. In other words, it's been flipped over. That's because I've done divided by the other number. So the answer will be 1 to 3/4.